This is Trucker Overhaul, over and out. Hit the road hard now.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the stream. Today we're going to dive into a story about a man who's been places most of us dream about, or in some cases have nightmares about. I'm talking about a trucker who's seen it all on the open road, from bizarre roadside encounters to breathtaking sights across the country. This is one story you wouldn't want to miss. So grab your snack, sit back, and let's hit the road. So the first story I'm going to tell you about is a little strange. It was strange when I heard it. So now let me tell you about it, a little about John. We'll call him that for today. John's been a trucker for over 30 years, and let's just say, if the roads could talk, it would have a lot to say about this man. He's driven coast to coast, north to south, and everywhere in between. From the scorching deserts of Arizona to the icy roads of Montana, John faced it all. But it's not just the weather or the miles that have defined his journey. It's the crazy, wild, and sometimes downright creepy experiences along the way. Alright, so let's kick it off with one of John's most chilling experiences. Picture this. It's a foggy night somewhere on Route 66. John driving his usual route when he spots a woman on the side of the highway. Thumbs out, looking for a ride. Being the good guy he is, he pulls over. She gets in, says she's trying to get to a small town. Nothing too weird. Until John look over a few miles later and see the seat is empty. Completely vanished. No doors open, nothing, just gone. Now imagine being alone on the road and you realize your passenger just disappeared. What would you do? Let me know in the chats because I've been freaked out. John, though, he kept driving like a true road warrior. On a lighter note, let's talk about the time John joined a trucker convoy. If you've never seen a convoy of trucks rolling down a highway together, it's like watching a line of giants. John said there were about 50 rigs lined up, cruising down the highway. They were transporting supplies across the country, and the camaraderie amongst the drivers was unreal. They were like a family on wheels. He said they had CB radios blasting jokes, songs, and even some impromptu karaoke sessions. It was like a party on highway, but with 18-wheelers. Have any of you been part of a convoy or seen one on the road? Let me know in the comments if you experienced that kind of brotherhood on the road. Now this next one is weird. It's like the weirdest load you ever get. This next one is wild. Over 30 years, John hauled a lot of different cargo. Furniture, food, machineries, you name it. But one time, he got a job to deliver a giant rubber duck. Yup, you heard that right. A massive rubber duck. He had to drive it across 3 states for some festival or parade or something. Imagine driving down the highway with a huge yellow duck strapped to your trailer. People were honking, waving, taking pictures. John said he felt like a celebrity, but instead of signing autographs, he just waved out of the window. That's all he could do. I mean, how many people can say they hauled a giant duck across America? That's got to be a once-in-a-lifetime story, right? So, I guess the moral of the story of, what I'm talking about is, after all the crazy experiences, John learned one thing. The road is unpredictable. You never know what's coming next, whether it's a ghost, a convoy, or a giant duck. But that's the beauty of it. Life on the road teaches you to roll with whatever comes your way, to stay calm under pressure, and to appreciate the small things, like the sunrise after a long night's drive, or the quiet stretch of highway, where it's just you and the stars. So what do you think, Alt? Do you have any wild stories or experiences like John? Drop them in the chat and let's talk about it. I love to hear about the wild and unexpected things people go through on their journeys. You know, we face it all out here, so it doesn't even matter. But thanks so much for hanging out with me today and listening to these incredible tales. If you enjoyed today's stream, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your own stories with me. I'll see you all next time with more amazing adventures and stories. Until then, keep those wheels turning and stay safe out there.
This is Trucker Overhaul.